Each year, high school debaters from across the country are selected to spend a few summer weeks arguing with each other on Northwestern University's Evanston campus. The students are known as cherubs, a name affectionately given to participants in the National High School Institute, the country's oldest and largest university-based program for outstanding high school students.
Incentives will result in power that prevents major wars and results in a more effective military space frontier foundation 2007. A study group is
reaching speeds that sometimes leave them breathless, debate cherubs quickly master the art of the argument. Why are they talking so fast?
You want to be able to get as many arguments out there as you can. And so that has really, over the years, meant that people have started to become faster and faster and faster. And you have to get used to not only doing, but listening to and being able to take notes from it.
A specialized form of note-taking called flowing helps debaters keep track of all the arguments in a round.
It's not just being fast, it's also making strategic decisions and just making smart arguments. It doesn't necessarily have to be fast, but it's also just strategic to be fast. It kind of, I guess, scares your opponent and makes it harder for them to answer everything.
Because if you guys claim that you guys are not harming the environment,
we're saying, if you look at our Food in 2006 card, you'll see that we actually stopped global warming. Compared to fossil fuels, where there's zero to little carbon emission through solar-based power plants. So I don't think you're going to be able to prove that.
Like members of Northwestern's debate society, winner of the national debate tournament an unprecedented 13 times, cherubs practice policy debate, with teams of 2 taking turns arguing sometimes in favor of a public policy and sometimes against it, regardless of their own opinion.
Provides financial incentives for the further private development of the technologies.
But how are the incentives going to work? So
we're saying we're incentivizing the private sector for the procurement of solar-based, space-based solar panels.
So how are you incentivizing that?
Well, the resolution just says that we must create an incentive to anyone. It doesn't specify who or what. It just says that we must make an incentive for alternative energy, and we're making an incentive to the private sector.
So this is possible.
The objective of the policy debate format is to teach debaters argument skills and the ability to articulate a well-developed position.
So how is the economy doing right now?
I've learned so much about alternative energy that I never thought I would ever know. So many different alternatives to fossil fuels that I think the U.S. actually should be looking at right now. Learning to debate both sides of the argument is the main thing that I learned how to do here. And it also helps you, I think, in life, seeing both sides of the story and to choose which one is better.
The main thing is that we teach them how to think clearly and how to quickly generate arguments. We really try to model the practices that we use here and the curriculum on the kinds of things that we do at the college level.
Debate cherubs, formerly called Coon-Hardy debate scholars after a Northwestern debater and benefactor and his favorite debate coach, live in dorms and get a sneak peek at campus life. They come from all over the country and for all sorts of reasons.
We have very skilled debaters. We have some newcomers too who are learning a lot and are getting very excited about it. Before I started debate, I definitely was terrified of any audience around me, and I guess today kind of proves differently.
I've met so many different people from so many different cultures, and it allows me to really open my eyes to reality of college.
My mom and dad told me to get into debate because I argue all the time. So I argue less with them and argue more in debate.
While other cherubs are pursuing interests in music, theater arts, production, journalism, and speech, Coon-Hardy debate scholars are polishing their skills in research and argument construction.
I've become much better at addressing arguments, and I've become much more technical as a debater, and I have a better understanding for a lot of ideas I didn't understand before.
When you research for debate, you're also learning essential research skills, which you can definitely use in the future.
The skills they hone here will help these high schoolers defend a strong case no matter what advocacy situation they confront.
The debater I came in as was a novice, and the debater I'm going to leave as is someone who understands all the arguments, knows exactly what he wants to do at the very beginning of the debate, knows very well how to work with other people, has learned more about the debate as a game of strategy, it's a very hard game. It's not anything like arguing with your friends.
Every debate round that you go into, or every time you sit down to have a discussion with your coach or with your team, you're talking about the best way to combat the other team or to combat an argument. And so you have to have a love for wanting to learn as much as you can about as many topics as you can.
What you learn in debates applies to pretty much everything. It's important in every area of study and just in life to be able to express what you feel and just to be able to explain what you believe.
Well, argumentation is just something you use for the rest of your life, whether it's in a job trying to persuade a customer, whether it's selling Boy Scout popcorn at your neighbor's door. And public speaking is one of those things that you just can't get by without.
Even these experts on arguing agree. Debate cherubs learn skills here that will last a lifetime.
That's not helping out environment right now.